a faint idea, but it's a privilege to be here sitting with the author of the next world bestseller, Dr. Sam Adeyemi. Now, if you look behind us, you see an image of a book. And for those who are members of Data, you know we've been talking about this for a bit. So we just want to get some perspective and drive some conversation. It's good to have you here, sir. Of that title, I know that you must have taken like a zillion other titles before you arrived there. So what informed that topic?
Okay.
That title?
Thank you. So I got this unusual opportunity to be published by one of the biggest publishers in the world, John Wiley and Sons. And we then had to discuss. I say it's an unusual opportunity because usually you would write the book, write the script, then you would get a literary agent, then they would help you to package a powerful proposal, then you would submit to publishing companies. And it's usual to hear no, 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 several no's before you get a yes. It was completely different in this scenario. They say it's a Chinese proverb. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So I had this strategic plan that I developed 3 years ago on going global. And writing books was a major part of it. That's why I wrote Dear Leader. Okay. And then, so this opportunity came, and I was having a discussion with the editor. In fact, our first concept was to write about my experience of being away from Daystar for 3 years while the church was still running. So we titled it Long Distance Leadership. That was going to be the book title. Then when their marketing team got involved, they said, that's a powerful topic. It will help many people who now work remotely, and their managers and so on. They said, but they found out that I have a large following on social media around the world. They said they should ask me to write on another title. It's something that would appeal across board to many people. So that was the process. I asked editor, you've helped many authors to write books. What would you say have been the distinguishing features of the most successful ones? She said, that's a good question. She said, number one, the content must be actionable. It's got to be something that the reader can apply immediately. I said, that's fine. She said, number two, you must put in a lot of stories. There must be a lot of stories. Stories connect better with people than principles. I said, good. Then she said, finally, there must be something in that book people cannot find anywhere else. I said, wow, okay, how do we go about that? She asked, is there any philosophy or set of principles that you have applied consistently with results for you to get to this point? I said, well, my unique point of value addition is that I shift mindsets. I shift mindsets. Right?
2023 years.
ELC, yes.
Let's come back here.
So she said, I've seen that somewhere before. We were on Zoom. So she went online and said, that's it. It's on your Instagram bio. You shift mindsets to help leaders see possibilities. She said, good. Now that's very powerful. Shifting mindsets. She said, can you break it down to three you can teach others? Then I had to go into my archives, go into my, and pulled up something. The alumni of the Daystar Leadership Academy here will have an idea what it is. It's from the class on personal transformation. We call it the process for transformation. Whatever you see and hear consistently over time will enter your heart. And whatever enters your heart has entered your life and puts your life on autopilot. So that was what I broke down. The seeing, the hearing, the understanding with the heart. Fourth level, internal conversion, the point at which you make decisions to act differently. And then physical manifestation, physical action and manifestation. So when I sent those to the editor, she was excited. She said, that's all. Then she said, can you help us to use words which, when we arrange them, the first letters will help us to form an acronym that is memorable. She said, once it is memorable, it will stick with people. I said, fine. I reached out to my team. We used AI. We went on dictionaries, and that's how we came up with the words see, hear, insight, formulate, transform, and the S is succeed. That's shifts.
Now, obviously, you have given DLA people origin of this thing, just an idea of where it all came from. Now, why must anyone get this book? And the idea, as you can see, is for you to bring up your phone now and scan to pre-order. Because I am afraid, I fear that this book may run out in the first 1 week. So do yourself a favor. But why must anyone watching us now get this book?
Two reasons. The first, most transformation efforts in this world fail, both at the personal level and the organizational level, and even at the national level. Most efforts to create change fail. I've been there before. You sense that you have potential. You can do more than this. You can be more than this. You try this, it doesn't work. You try that, it doesn't work. The first 3 years of Daystar, it was experimenting we were doing. Our transformation efforts were failing. The world is not changing as fast as we prefer for it to change. Nigeria is not changing as fast as we would love for it to change. That's why I wrote the book. Because I searched and searched and searched until I found the formula for transformation. I tested it. And when I discovered it, that what you see consistently and hear consistently over time will enter your heart, I had a personal research question. How do I change my heart? Because I found out that's the major difference between the person that is successful and the one that's not. People want to tweak things in their lives, tweak activities, tweak this, but they are cosmetic. The changes don't run deep enough. I studied civil engineering. They told us when you see a crack on a wall, it's the fault is that functional means it's a small crack. That's where it starts. That's where it stops. So that's problem solved. But if it's structural, you will notice the crack actually runs down, goes down beyond what we call the German floor. Once it's from down there, if you feel it, paint over it, the crack will show up again. So most of the problems we're trying to solve are structural. Most of the changes we're trying to bring into our lives, provision was not made for them in the foundation, the design stage. You designed for 3-story building. Now you realize it's supposed to be 10-story. What do? You add more floors, it will crash. You need to go down. So this SHIFT formula goes down to change people from there.
To go and rebuild foundation. If you want to clap, don't be shy. Go ahead and clap. But there's something that we have talked about a lot here at Daystar, and that is the culture problem. If you can speak to that in 2 minutes, how does this book address culture problem, personally, organizationally, and nationally? 2 minutes.
Thank you. So it just speaks to what I was saying. Culture is the way of life, the way we do things that has evolved over time in our attempting to solve problems. So an organization experiences something, maybe it's a discipline issue. Oh, the management, the meeting, they decide to address it this particular way. If the organization is smart, it will create a policy around it. A policy is hundreds of problems solved ahead of time. If not, the next time it happens, you will have to do a meeting again and solve the problem all over. You've solved the same problem 10 times, 20 times. Everybody in the organization already then knows this is how we solve this problem here. And their behavior. After time, it is fixed. After some time, you don't even need to think about it. When something stays long enough in the mind, the conscious part of the mind, it sinks into the subconscious. And it's like a seed entering the soil. It takes on the life of its own. You don't need to think about it. When I learned driving, it started from the conscious part. My dad taught me to drive. Everything, gear. After some time, the thing sank into my subconscious. I don't think again when I'm driving. How the gear will change, how to.
Thinking about other things while you're driving.
Thank you. So when I'm driving from the house here, my conscious mind, I focus it on other things. The subconscious will take care of the driving, right? So most leaders need to know this. The change you want to create will never happen until you know how to shift. And you are not going to shift culture until you can change people's mindsets.
And you won't change people's mindset until you change yours. Okay. Last, who have to get this book now?
Thank you. So let me say that this book is a breakthrough, in a sense. It's being published by a major publisher like Wiley. A good chunk of the books I used during my doctoral project by Wiley or Josie Bass, and Wiley owns Josie Bass. So that we have it's a global distribution opportunity that we have. So right now, the pre-order is being sold by Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Thrift.com, so many websites. Last week, I said, let me even check those platforms again. Then I saw that Target, one of the largest supermarket chains in the United States, is selling shifts already. Okay? The next day, I said, Lord, the ultimate will be Walmart. Largest supermarket chain in the world. I said, I will exercise faith. I will be online until it shows up. So I typed shifts, Sam Adeyemi, Walmart. The things came up. Walmart is selling it already. Okay? So this is where I'm going. The publisher asked me, what's the goal for this book? One of the things I told them, I said, this book will make the bestseller list. This book must make the bestseller list. That's why, so I decided to come to my community, right? We've been building this leadership community now for some 30 years. I went on, in February, it will be 30 years since I went on Success Power, talking to people on radio. Thank you. November next year, they start be 30 years. March next year, Daystar Leadership Academy will be 22 years, or 23 years. 23 years. Next March. This conference was started in 2008. So we've been at this for some time. DLA, 50,000 graduates now, 52,000 alumni. So this leadership community evolving from here is massive, powerful. I see myself representing this community. I came to call my community to let us go there together.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sam Adeyemi. Please give him a big round of applause. Now do yourself a favor. If you don't want to carry last, as we say here in Nigeria, bring up your phone and do the needful now. It's a pre-order. The launch is on...
Oh, so we're at the pre-order stage. This is how it works. What takes you to the bestseller is how much you sell within 1 week. How many you sell, within 1 week. Everything that is sold during the pre-order is added to whatever is sold during the first week of the release. All of it is considered as part of the sales of the first week. Let me give you an idea. To make New York Times bestseller, you need to have sold 10 to 20,000 copies. So the question is, can we do it? Absolutely yes, right? Apart from that, you know that buying a book is the best investment. That's what wise people do. This book will change your life personally. So, release date is February 5. That's the first day the book will arrive in people's homes. February 8, we have a big conference coming up here in Lagos, the Shift Conference. It's a leadership conference, massive conference, first of its kind, okay? February 8 is the exact 30th anniversary of Success Power, to the day. First broadcast was 8 February 1995. So it's a big, Success Power anniversary, book launch, leadership conference, all combined in one. And if I will add small pepper to it, small spice, February 3rd is my birthday, same week. Okay, so if you own an organization, for example, or a department of you kind, the call here is for you to buy bulk, right? Amazon allows you to buy up to 30 of any item per time, right? And you can buy multiple, Barnes and Noble, whatever. You can buy as many as possible. Let's make it together, right? I'm representing us. What you make happen, God will make happen for you. I experiment a lot. And once I prove what can work, it makes it easier for other people to do it.
Thank you so much. Please bring up your phone and let's do this right away. Thank you again, Dr. Sam Adeyemi, and congratulations on this new book. Please.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's go back to PLC.
Victor Benga Afolabi, VGA, is a visionary leader and award-winning executive known for
Back to ELC. So we'd like to say special welcome again to everyone for being a part of this conference. Now we're about to run our afternoon session. Promises to be very, very powerful. Let me give a special welcome to some people here, especially, Pastor Nike mentioned the schools that brought their prefects or seniors here. We have special